Basically, it's my husband's fault. That's all I have to say. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elsa. I am Mexican Keto Journey on Instagram and I invite you to follow me there as I am very active on that platform. I post my daily meals and anything having to do with my keto journey. Plus, I have monthly giveaways. Welcome to my first YouTube video. I ask that you subscribe as I will be posting weekly keto recipe videos and anything else that has to do with my keto journey. Now let's get started with today's video. Today's video is going to be about why I even started keto. Okay, basically it's my husband's fault. That's all I have to say. I'm just kidding. Okay, serious time. It all started when my husband started feeling really sick. My husband was always sleepy, always tired. He would come home from work straight to lie down on the sofa, wake up only to have dinner, go back to sleep, wake up to go to his bed at night, sleep, and then wake up the next day to start all over again. Okay, one of these days his mom, being a mom, asked how he was doing health-wise. We told her how he was feeling and everything that was going on, and her being a diabetic herself at that time, she recommended that he check his glucose levels. We went over to her house, we checked his glucose levels, and to our surprise, they were at 400, close to 500. We then came to find out after starting that process that he was waking up in the 300s, in the 400s. One time we checked and the meter just said high. Okay, we came to find out that the meter only goes up to 599. So that means he was at least in the 600 range. Okay, we later came to find out that he should have been in the emergency room with those numbers. We didn't know then. My husband did not have a doctor that he would see regularly, and at that point we still did not decide to see a doctor. Me being his wife, I decided to search, to Google, to look on Pinterest for any diets, any type of foods that helps diabetic. I Googled and I searched for a diabetic meal plan, and that is what I followed. Okay. 1 week later, we had to stop. My husband said, Elsa, I am feeling worse than when we started. I am feeling horrible. We came to find out that that was just not a good idea at all. At that time, we did not know anything about keto. We did not know anything about carbs. The meal plan we were following was recommending the total carbs for the day was 240 carbs. Okay, it was 60 per meal plus 30 for each snack, 2 snacks a day. That was 240 carbs in one day for a diabetic. Oh my goodness, right now I cannot believe why that is even recommended for a diabetic. I do not understand. Anyway, so after my husband started feeling really bad, even worse than when we started this, trying to get better process, we finally decided to look for a doctor. My husband looked for a doctor, he got tested, he got his lab work done, and we came to find out that his A1C, that is a number that they measure themselves of where they are in the diabetic range, was an 11.8, which means slow motion suicide. We could not believe this. This was serious. This was, you need to do something now. You need to get on meds now. You need to get on insulin now. You need to start the med process. The doctor told him, you will be on meds forever. Forever. He said there is no way of eating, no diet that would ever help you overcome this. You will be a diabetic for the rest of your life. Can you believe that? My husband came home super bummed that day. He came home and he told me, Elsa, the doctor said I will be on meds for life. My husband, being the husband that he is, he likes to research everything. So he researched the meds that they gave him, and he said there is no way I am taking this type of med. There is no way. There's no way I'm taking this. This medicine has very horrible side effects and can cause very horrible things. So he just didn't take it, you know. But we started praying for a solution. We're like, there has to be a solution. There has to be something else. My husband started doing some research, and that is how he found out about the book by Dr. Jason Fung, about intermittent fasting. As he bought that book, and when he was reading the book, he found out about keto in that book. So then he started researching about keto. So then that's when he asked me to cook all this delicious food with high fats. And what did I tell him? I think, you're crazy. You're crazy. How am I going to cook this for you? That's very fatty food. I cannot cook that stuff for you. Me at that time, being a person who's eating healthy, I was only eating wheat bread, grilled chicken, salads, depriving myself basically, because I can honestly tell you that during that time that I was trying to lose my baby weight for my 4th child, that I was depriving myself. I had done that my previous 3 pregnancies and it worked. I lost the baby weight. So now I was trying to do it again without any progress, because since I was depriving myself, I don't know, for some reason I was lacking the self-control during after my last pregnancy, that it wasn't working. Anyway, so yeah, I told my husband, you're crazy. I am not gonna cook this food for you. That's not healthy for you. No. He kept on doing his research, and he was giving me all this information that he was finding about how people are getting better on keto and about why keto works. And he started listening to podcasts, and he started reading more books. He started reading more articles, and he found a lot of information, and he finally convinced me. Okay, so I did start cooking the meals for him. I said, okay, I'm gonna cook what you want from me. Give me a list of what to buy. Tell me what to cook for you. I don't know how to cook like this. And I will cook my own meals separately. I will continue having my yogurt. I will continue having my oatmeal. I will continue having my salads, my wheat bread. You can eat this if you want. Day 1, hubby wakes up to check his glucose level. High, as always. Very high. Day 1 of eating for his lunch at work, he comes home, doesn't go straight to the sofa. That is a major improvement in just 1 day. Not going straight to the sofa after he walks in that door coming home from work. Major improvement. Day 2, checks his glucose levels. Better than the day before. And this goes on, and I am just amazed at how this is even working. I am amazed. How is all this food helping you if this is how you're eating? You're eating bacon, you're eating eggs, you're eating avocado, you're eating all these delicious foods that his wife made for him, me. I was just so surprised. Okay, my husband said, you should join me. This is really good food. You know it is. And you can lose the weight that you've been trying to lose. I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. It's not gonna happen. Okay. 2 weeks later, I decided to join my husband in our keto journey. Okay. 2 weeks later, my husband was just a different person. It just took 2 weeks for my husband to be more active with the kiddos. He was going outside. We were going to the park. We were now, okay, what do we do today? Since my husband was not lying down in bed, now he wanted to do stuff. He wanted to go out and be active. Every day was like, can we do something? When before it was just straight to the sofa. I cannot tell you how much how surprised I just was with this. Okay, so yes, I joined my husband after 2 weeks. This was in February of 2017. We are almost hitting our 3-year mark, and we will never go back to eating a regular American diet. Never. We will never go back. Okay, I was able to lose 10 pounds in the first month. Okay, after 6 months, I lost 38 pounds. I was weighing less than before my first pregnancy. My husband was no longer considered a diabetic after 6 months. Okay, his A1C, remember that it was in slow motion death at an 11.8? Well, his A1C was at 5.1 after his 6 months of keto. Okay, the doctor was amazed. My husband asked him, "Why did you tell me I was going to be on meds forever?" His doctor said, "Because if I would have told you, you need to eat better, you need to exercise, I thought that you, like almost everyone, would not do it. So this is just what I say." That was his answer. Can you believe how many people could be doing better if they only started the process of getting better? I mean, there are so many people that take that step. You know what? I don't want to be like this anymore. But then there are so many people that don't. And that is why I started this channel, to spread the keto word. I actually started my Instagram account months after, October 2017, months after I saw my husband just being the way he is now. Healthy, overall healthy. So my goal with my Instagram account and my YouTube channel is to spread the keto word, to share our keto journey, to share our keto lifestyle in hopes of reaching someone who has lost hope, in hope of reaching someone who is willing to do one more thing, to take that step forward and becoming an overall healthier person. We made a decision after we found out that my husband was no longer a diabetic, that we will live a keto lifestyle for the rest of our lives. Okay, we had tried it as a diet, but I now recommend everyone to use it, to do it as a lifestyle. We are not doctors, but we just want to share our experiences. We just want to share how my husband went from feeling miserable to feeling overall healthier. We have understood the dangers of carbs and sugars in our body, and we have also understood the benefits that keto has in our bodies, and we have planned to always be keto for that same reason. So with all that being said, with me sharing our story, how it all started with my husband, I invite you to subscribe to my channel once again, and I invite you to join us in our journey. At this current moment, December 2019, I myself have 10 more pounds to lose, okay, to reach my goal weight again. I had already reached my goal weight, but life happens. I was not being strict on myself with my eating habits, and I gained 10 pounds. So as of today, I invite you to join me in my journey into losing those last 10 pounds that I need to lose, plus just being an overall healthier person. So please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on our next video.